There's usually a lot of overlapping. You have like one or two kind of flex picks, kind of
Yeah.
flavor picks, depending on the
both
map.
will have a Sova, both will have an Omen, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, no Sova for DAMWON. So that's another interesting thing. Always nice to keep an eye out for, because Sova's so standard on many of these maps.
Yeah. It's like Split is the only one you see him hung up on a lot.
Yeah. Well, Autocracy will be starting on attack, and looks like they are all ready to just jump into B. Got the fault line. It's going to clear out. Go be long.
All right, Breach going to go ahead and flash back. They go into the garden, and Tailwind in immediately here. Sylvan backing out of it.
Oh,
Instantly gets that kill onto Secret.
He's going to try to push Junghai, gets punished for it, and Junghai will back out happily. Let them plant the spike, and now DAMWON looking for the retake. Here comes the Trailblazer. Godlike gets through, though.
Look at this. Godlike getting super aggro here right now. Comes right through, takes down Junghai. Well done. Right around that corner.
All right, 3v3, the wall is up as Texture just tries to hold for the defuse. Kelly's keeping him protected, and he's gonna complete it.
Yeah, beautifully done. He even gets the kill there onto Godlike at the end. A fast and furious one, well contested. That barrier really paying off.
Yeah, I mean, that investment on a pistol round, it's going to be kind of everything you can have, and
yeah,
it works out for DAMWON.
Seriously, on the pistol round, it doesn't feel, I'm like 300, oh, that's
yeah.
steep.
You always
just ghost and barrier? Like, is that what I'm supposed to do here?
Especially as Loki, you're like, well, is it really going to do anything for my team here? You have to question it, but for DAMWON, they make it work.
Yeah.
And now they have the lead. Now, Autocracy, they play fast and furious.
Yeah.
They do not hold back.
DAMWON right now as well. Look at that, pushing through immediately.
Oh, and there
like the fact that they even used the teleporter to go over there. They got that orb right away.
The gate crash back for Yoru. This is very fresh for DAMWON. DAMWON is known to play very slow and patient. They are breaking that meta right now. Gets the blind side.
Beautifully done with that flash, and Secret picking up some kills right there.
Dude,
Eugene as well, and a flawless victory here for DAMWON.
I feel like we're watching some crazy arena shooter TDM right now.
I know.
Kill feed is just rolling through like we're fast forwarding through credits. This is very quick. Now, does Autocracy ever kind of choose to slow it down to bait out DAMWON, especially with that Yoru? Now we saw WGS Han kind of show how he uses it, right? Pushing out far, get crashed back. We'll see if Autocracy wants to prevent that at some point.
Yeah, I can't wait to see actually how he's going to use it. We've just seen so little Yoru out here that I feel like every time I see him, I'm going to be learning a lot. All right, fault line goes through towards a short there. Secret coming up, getting a kill on Europa. Goes ahead, throws out that blind.
Okay, well that blind was it missed the wall a little bit, goes pretty deep.
Yeah.
He'll still get the kill. And now he's on B. This is... Autocracy are kind of flabbergasted. They even had the fault line to kind of prevent any sort of crazy push, and they still just marched right over it.
Right. Ooh, he does get caught there with his...
with his hand out trying to break through the dimension. He is going to pay for that. I think he thought he had a bit more time with the dart coming in, but really good coordination from Autocracy as they now have a 2v2 in this third round. They want to win this with the rifles.
Ooh. Oh, it actually gets taken out there by Texture, but Texture gets gunned down by Godlike. Dude, these are the fastest, most furious rounds ever.
Yeah. I mean, we're just we're just talking about exactly what's happening, and there's just no time to stop. Are we gonna have a bit of a break here? As no, DAMWON. I mean, they
break. Can now... What are you even talking about?
This isn't chess. This is Valorant.
Yeah.
Action all the way. I mean, this is the Euro play though. Even if you change it up now, it's already kind of done the damage it needs to, right? It's forced you to always have to be prepared. Oh, and he has the ultimate. Dimensional Drift, he's going to spot Sylvan. He just kind of, and the Guiding Light just to force him back even further, and he'll teleport back. Sometimes you kind of have to feel a little bad when you spot someone so early because you're kind of stuck there as Yoru with the Dimensional Drift, but, you know, they at least prevent any sort of push. Guiding Light to push them back even further.
Throwing those paint shells in, Tailwind away in the bats here for Texture. Moving back in, though. Double Cloud Burst. Just keeping a rocket back for now.
Yeah, it keeps that gunfire coming too, so they know. Now Godlike has the fault line lined up. It forces the stage, but you know, they weren't even prepared to push through. They just wanted to get a reaction, and they do.
Yeah. And honestly, it's like they're throwing down a star on top of the barrier. I don't know.
Okay, well. Now the Owl drone is going to lead the way for Sylvan. We've seen this a lot. Kind of clears out that initial entry, and the jet goes in. Now has to clear out the entire site. What they don't know is Texture is still here on the right side of site.
Rocket coming out of Baths, though. They have good control of the area, and down goes Godlike there, but Europa and Rocket get a couple kills.
Yep, Secret trying to hold Heaven. Zhonghai is able to clear out Baths. Okay, the spike did get planted right afterwards.
Secret picks up the gun.
1v1. Some quick kills over on U-Haul. It's a bloodbath.
Oh my god.
Hold it for half. Oh, he tries to, he's not gonna check behind him. Oh man. Woo.
All right.
Secret took a
just
gamble.
just barely.
Yeah, well, Sunday, if he waited half a second longer, that was gonna be defused for sure.
That would have been heartbreaking, but now it's 2-2.
Okay.
And this is the most action-packed first 4 rounds I think we've ever had. Both the teams are totally down to just brawl.
Oh, yeah. I mean, neither of them are trying to hang back even further, bait them in. They're just going in. They're going ham. But now, DK is on an eco. AUTOCRACY may have the choice to just... Because you got to expect... Okay, well, now they're on eco, so they're surely going to rush again. And well, they do,
you
but
got
they
that
have
right,
Blade
buddy. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, he gets 2. Forces the drop on the spike.
Rocket cleaning up Kelly right there.
They're just choosing lanes and rushing through them on
I
both
know.
sides.
This looks like a more skilled pub game or something right now. Both sides just running at each other, but they actually can aim and jump around and work together.
This is actually a spike rush. We've queued up the wrong mode.
It was actually a mistake by the guy who hosted it. I mean, we've already had someone end the game this week, right?
All right.
So now we're hosting some spike rush. Sick.
Well, Godlike will finish out the round in favor of AUTOCRACY, 3-2. But you continue at this pace, it's kind of anybody's game any round.
Yeah.
It's kind of a gamble for both sides, but. Now, if DK is doing this, if DAMWON's doing this on purpose just to counteract the hyper-aggression that AUTOCRACY tends to have, I think it's smart, right? Because if you can keep toe-to-toe, and then when you're on attack, you know, you can try to bait out that aggression, you kind of switch the pacing a little bit, maybe you take a bit of a lead. However, you're starting on defense. If AUTOCRACY gets another win here, DK has to switch things up.
I think you're right about that. Now, they do have an op out, so that could change things and slow them down a little bit as well.
For sure.
The op on Jet staring down B long, but they are going a little bit more towards A right now with only Jet kind of making her way over to B.
Yeah, Yoru tried to see if he can peek around the Nebula. It was placed too close to the wall, so he will just gate crash back. Now on U-Haul, as we see Zhonghai coming for cover from Heaven. Looks like he will cover A short. Baths being covered from the back of sight. Oh, and here comes out the Hunter's Fury just to try to clear it out. I mean, there's no Killjoy on the other side, right? You can use it to clear out sight. He does actually get the snipe onto Kelly.
Wow, good, solid kill there. Now, Texture was staring down B long, but we switched cameras. Looks like he did miss that shot, and Sylvan has pulled back now. So not sure that op is going to get too much done this round as AUTOCRACY makes their way back towards A.
Yeah, I mean, they still have the Rolling Thunder, so using the Hunter's Fury just to get an early kill, I think it's okay. Sometimes you might want to save it for a post-plant, but... Oh, man, they're using all of their ults, and the Showstopper coming in, too. They want to get this lead.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, shoots the Showstopper over into the vents and doesn't really get anything. Out comes the Trailblazer. It does connect with Rocket. Throws a blast back in to zone them out. Seeker's coming, but get gunned down immediately.
Oh, there's the fault line as Eugene gets caught as he tries to peek. Zhonghai stuck in vents here at the link. He will get taken down. Oh, both members of DAMWON up in heaven.
Yeah, Godlike here standing just behind the crate. Comes from behind and gets Secret. Yep. Texture with the kill on the op for Godlike.
Yeah, but you have to assume Texture wants to save this. He's not going to be able to challenge you too much for a defuse. Sylvan's ready for...
Oh! That's a sick kill. I thought for sure Texture was going to lose it there.
For sure, but he hops in to view, gets the kill, but it's still a round win for Autocracy. Now,
moral victory, though, with the winning that little battle at the vents.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But now Texture has to kind of carry his team because the economy's down once again, and you want to stabilize it, so you're going to want to, keep it equalized. You can get a couple shares. Eugene looks like he can afford to get a Spectre, but only half armor at that point, though, and no armor for Kelly. I mean, this is looking a little rough.
It's not a great round.
Yeah, because now Autocracy can start running away with it if you continue to challenge in aggression. You're taking the teleporter with a gate crash. So
I love it.
It's so risky, though. I mean, I guess, again, you're in a Nico round. Yeah, you just try to bait out some information.
I love the gate crashes we're seeing. It's super cool.
Yeah, honestly, in a team setting, just to change it up a little bit as a wild card, I think Yoru can continue to have a place. I don't think he'll, ever, in anytime soon become mainstay.
I know, yeah.
But again, things like this.
The footsteps are just so stupid, man. They got to give him something else.
I mean, isn't that what gives him balance, though? You kind of have a throwaway skill that's just there.
That's the real problem here.
Listen, the footsteps, this is the one map where they actually have a use, though. Because if you send
them
through teleporter, they make the same sound as a person.
Yeah.
So you get a little more reaction out of opponents. All right, now we finally had a bit of a pause in the action as Autocracy. They don't want to take any risks. They have the economic advantage. They want to continue to press this. They don't want to give any free weapons. The flash gets Eugene. He ducks behind the boxes, and he's actually going to get one kill.
Can't believe he actually got that kill. Godlike took him out, though, and a bunch of trades right in a row. It's 3 versus 2. DAMWON in the lead there. Throws the blind side out. Secret here.
Oh my gosh, they're going to go shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, is he not ult? Ouch.
Oh, he was thinking of it.
Yeah, it's a little risky. Oh, but good thing he didn't, because Omen will go all the way to the other side. Europa just playing them for a fool.
Kelly takes down Sunday. They should be able to get him now. Oh, look at that.
You are a brave man.
He really is. Texture gets the actual kill, but not without Secret the bait.
Yeah. Wow. I thought he was a little early on that, but he distracts him just enough.
Yeah.
We are seeing some craziness here.
Yes. I can't believe how fast-paced this is.
Yeah, this is unlike anything we've seen from DAMWON, especially.
Yeah.
But again, at a certain point, you have to start thinking, okay, well, if we're trading round for round, like, aren't we losing because we're on defense?
Right? Yeah.
You have to consider that possibility just a little bit.
Well, Autocracy actually wanted to attack as well, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because they had that choice.
Yeah, I mean, Autocracy, I think what they've learned from their matches so far in mine is because of how they play aggressively, if they just full stack, they usually catch everyone off guard, because everyone will, you have to kind of still play standard 3-2 on either site. Now with the Sage, though, and I think that might be one of the reasons they picked up the Sage, right? It buys a lot of time.
Sure, yeah.
Uh-oh, Sylvan is going to creep out.
Eugene! Oh, Eugene! Oh my God!
A triple
Eugene!
Headshots all the way, shuts down the entire push.
Battle Sage is back! You kidding me? What was that even?
Oh my gosh. XE inspiring generations of Battle Sages here in Korea. Sick inspiring generations in NA. It's a phenomenon, man.
Truly it is. Oh, are you kidding me?
You got the
4 kills. Who else got a kill?
Yeah, who stole that
What
ace?
jerkface took that ace? Oh, yeah, it was the trade with Jet, like, bumping down after the guiding light down C-Long. That's right, yeah. So that was before he went on his killing spree.
All right, we'll forgive that. Gets one. And then he just
so good.
He just spams through because he thinks, okay, well, if they're creeping in, there's got to be an extra one. Goes for it.
Yeah, you don't creep in there alone.
Well, that definitely slows down Autocracy's momentum. Now they're on the back foot economically. Oh, Texture with the off, a good boombot and flashpoint pushes him all the way back.
Wow, they are pushing through those bats so quickly. Rolling Thunder even comes out. Sylvan with a couple kills there with that Blade Storm. 3 kills.
And they take away the op as well. That honestly, all they wanted to do there was get rid of the op. I think that was their main goal, right? They invested so much to clear the bats. They know that Texture loves to hold bats, as he always does, no matter what weapon he has. And they now take it out of his hands.
Man, and accidentally win the round, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, after that kind of play with the Jet, how are you going to stop that? Junghai's trying to come up.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Sunday's ready for him.
Sunday opts him with that stolen op. And another one. Wow. Autocracy. Yeah, they get a Thrifty using an op.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Thrifty, and now you get an op as a Christmas gift. I mean, Autocracy feels great about that round.
That's the best type of buy round right there, is when you don't buy, you just steal.
You're like, this round we will loot.
It's a looting round.
Loot the enemy.
Which shooting game is this? What are we doing?
Oh, man. He tries to run away. Rocket does get taken down, but Sylvan just pushes relentlessly. Really good play with the Blade Storm.
Okay, what do we have here? What do we have? Seekers are up. We have a Res. We have a Blade Storm.
Yeah?
Nothing over on Autocracy's side. They do lead 5-4.
Another op bot for Texture. So that's a big investment, though. They have to win this round if they want to make it worth it. And I think Autocracy kind of suspects that's going to happen again. They're playing spread out. They're waiting for any type of aggression. They have the spike behind. But no information given just yet.
Yeah, just waiting.
It's like both of them had a handshake. They're like, okay, we're going to slow it down. They just both sat back.
Oh, there's those footsteps. I bet you it tricks. I bet someone in the bath is like, oh no, someone's coming.
Oh, Rocket's looking. He's inching forward. But there's no one there. Okay, Owl drone to scout out B. I don't think he spotted Junghai.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I think he was already in the tube as soon as he heard it. So they're going to continue inching forward. Now, the spike's not with them. It's still kind of in, near Hookah. Okay, now rotating over to B long. This may be a bit of a commitment from Autocracy.
Yeah, they're definitely going to go for it here.
They have the fault line ready. They still have their flashes as well.
Yeah, flashes come out on both sides. Godlike getting ready to throw one out there as well. Secret in the tube. Does not work out for him.
Sylvan catches him, but Eugene on top of the Sage wall. Battle Sage says, you shall not pass.
Yeah.
Rocket now stuck all alone. The slow orb as well.
Dude, Eugene, killing it with his Sage so far.
Dude, what is it with great aimers that make them want to play Sage? Like, isn't that just unfair?
Dude,
listen, go play Jet, man.
No, well, look, Jet has Updraft and then Raze, has Blast Packs. But Sage is basically Elsa, which is like the best princess, right? She has her ice magic and she rides her ice up to the top. Everyone else just pops up and goes down. Sage stays up, okay? She's got staying power. She heals herself.
I guess so. I guess so. I mean, that's what we've seen.
Look at that once again.
Oh, that's an interesting wall. Okay, getting some elevation over the truck.
Look at that. Whoa.
I love this. That can't be that easy to make with the jump crouch for Sage herself. Obviously for Jet, it's pretty simple.
This is awesome. Look at these angles, these insane angles no one's ever seen. They're basically hiding in the 4th dimension. If anyone walks in, they're dead.
Yoru's just bait. It's actually Sage that goes into a different dimension.
Yeah. God, Yoru thinks he knows. He doesn't know.
He has no idea. Well, the wall finally goes down, and
oh, they're so lucky that ice wall doesn't last forever.
I mean, Autocracy is.
Well, now they can reuse it because no one saw it.
There you go.
Eventually, they're gonna walk in and get surprised as hell.
Oh, Texture wins that battle. Oh, Rocket just gets stabbed in point-blank range. Godlike will take out Texture, though. So that's op down against DK. Only 3 members left on Autocracy. 1 goes down, 2 goes down, and 3. Kelly with a quick triple to finish that round.
My God. what an explosive game we have here. Last round before the side switch. 5-6 right now with DAMWON in the lead.
They're like, all right, Vision Strikers, you took way too long on that first match, so we're going to speed things up a little bit here.
We want to make the subway home, guys.
Heck yeah. Well, Texture, I mean, he's still able to get this early kill. He wins that duel. He gets the Blaze Storm, stabs him close range, but takes a little too long to bring the op back up. Of course, Godlike is going to take that off, but after those couple wins, DAMWON still has enough money to buy yet another op.
Right now, Autocracy going up B short. They use the fault line in there, but Eugene is waiting. Eugene loves to kill people over in the mid windows.
Oh, he's ready. Oh, here's Hunter's Fury.
Yeah. All right, well, Hunter's Fury finally stops Eugene from his rampage.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you have to get rid of a Sage, just make sure you do it in one shot, right? 2 shots there, no time to heal it back. So that clears out Hookah as well. They know that he's been holding that alone. But Secret gonna follow the Seekers, and he gets 2 to open things up, pull the Autocracy back. Kelly gets flashed. 1v2 for Texture.
Ooh, Texture comes out, gets Europa. Anyone's game now. Oh, takes out Godlike, and they go up 7-5.
Woo!
That was awesome.
7-5?
What? That was one of the best rounds, like...
I mean, this
just
was...
that first half is what I mean. That was so insane.
As soon as we're trying to process what happened previous round, this next round's already over.
Yeah.
So we have this backlog of information.
Like, I see a lot of cool things happening. I want to say them, but I can't.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of action so far. Quick buys as well, right? Everyone's going to prepare on what they want to do. But you know what? I was worrying if they were going to trade too much 1-to-1. DAMWON do edge it out 7-5. So it's feeling fine. And now with that Euro, they have some, interesting ways they can play around on offense as well.
I'm excited to see what they're going to do there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a type of play. You know what's funny is one of the biggest mistakes they made against Newturn, especially on Bind, was they kept taking these weird, like, slow challenges against, like, Suggest and Allow. They peek out Hookah, like, once, and they'd be like, maybe I should re-peek that, and then they die.
Yeah.
But now they've decided it's either all in, they rush forward even on defense, or we hang back, and it's working out for them. So, I mean... all props to him. If it works for your team and your style, good for you. And it counters, or kind of counterbalances, rather, Autocracy's aggression. I kind of started to have a Korean accent there randomly. Okay, well, DAMWON now on attack. Do they do anything kind of crazy and interesting here? The gate crash is just left behind, and that's going to allow him to maybe try to prioritize this orb, or at least bait someone out. Rocket might bite. Just the boom bot, though.
Sylvan backing up through the window. Like holding a long angle here. Guard it. Throws a blind down. A little peek there from Sylvan.
Okay. I mean, no kind of hard information for either team. I guess DAMWON has a little bit more to work with. They know that there were 2 people on B long here with the utility and the shots coming through. So they choose against it. They say, all right, especially with the breach there, I mean, that's a lot of stuff you have to battle once the fault line comes back out. Just that covers so much range on B.
Looks like they're going to go up B short, taking over...
all here. No, Autocracy, happy to let them just plan, right? They say, we're not going to...
Ooh!
Oh, and that's why, I mean, when you have the Raze and the Sova at times, you got to watch out because they can bounce things off those walls. Now 5v4, they do have to compete with the Sage wall as well.
Yeah, Texture here trying to hold on to that U-Haul angle. Fault line comes through and pops around the side. Okay. Does get taken out.
Yeah, eventually some trades going down, and only 2 members left for DAMWON.
Yeah, they're waiting in that smoke. Out they come.
Oh.
Secret goes down, and finally Kelly gets killed there as well.
And they're going to be able to get the defuse. Did Kelly get shot as he was going into the teleporter? How did his body end? I guess so. I guess he tried to side jump into the teleporter. And he
body just flies through.
Yeah, the momentum just carries him through. All right. Well, Autocracy, good patience. Again, I was curious, right? After all that aggression, in the first half from both teams. Does AUTOCRACY try to keep it up on defense? But you know, they're not as built for it, right? You don't have the Yoru, you don't have the Sage to suddenly retreat. So they're gonna play it a little safer, a little more standard. Now, AUTOCRACY oftentimes on B with Sylvan and Godlike, sometimes they'll try to push out too far into one or the other, and they'll allow the enemy team to kind of infiltrate very easily. So right now, with the weapon advantage, looks like they're going to try to cover both angles safely. Sylvan gets an opening kill, and that should slow things down.
Yeah, kind of hard to push up with that little classic pistol. Sunday getting ready to recon bolt. No, thinks better of it. Holding some angles here. We see in the baths, Secret looking, no, gets taken down by Europa very quickly. Yeah, this is a tough round, and I'm not sure what they're going to be able to get done. Even if they can get a few picks, that's going to be nice. Rocket takes down Eugene with a bit of a wall bang there with the judge.
Yeah, I mean, AUTOCRACY, again, not giving any chances, and we are seeing more and more teams do this, right? They play extra cautious when they win the pistol round, because you're like, okay, the other team has a high chance of going kind of crazy.
Yeah. And you can see they just are massacring here.
Yeah, flawless to kind of keep that lead. Don't lose any weapons for the ones who invested. AUTOCRACY feeling a lot better about how this second half is kicking off.
Yeah, 7-7 right now. But let's see this round. This is a very important one. We're going to have some rifles here bought up from DAMWON.
Yeah, a couple on AUTOCRACY as well, I think, before we transferred over to this replay. I mean, they're just all holding angles that give them that strong advantage. Actually, no, AUTOCRACY not going for any. Looks like they can't afford it just yet.
3 Spectres, Sheriff, a Judge. So DAMWON, very important round for them here. Trailblazer being sent over towards those mid windows, gets shut down immediately.
Yeah, no chances there. Oh, they were prepared for that. As soon as the gravity well went off, Rocket still is able to return fire. Kelly has to back out.
Yeah, bounces those paint shells out, but Kelly has already walked far enough away. Did take a bunch of damage there, though. Definitely a problem. He gets healed up.
Texture will get an opening onto Sunday. Now that opens up U-Haul. They haven't cleared out the entire site just yet, but Europa kind of stuck. He hears the wall, but he's not entirely sure. He has to guess it's behind the nebula. Ooh. This angle.
Eugene has all the angles.
There's a reason he picked that.
That was the cleanest kill ever.
Oh, man, and then the showstopper just to make sure that they continue this lead. Eugene trying for the spray down, only gets one.
Throws that aftershock in, gets blinded for his trouble. 7 health left on Europa, but it is enough as they take down Zhonghai. Secret, though, coming from behind the ice, gets gunned down by Sylvan.
Yep, they kind of heard him in those last breaks on the wall, and AUTOCRACY will win yet another round, and that shuts down the rifle buy from DAMWON. They now have to take things even slower, and quite frankly, the Yoru's not doing much on attack so far.
Not so far. Not so far.
Do you have faith?
Dude, what he needs to do is just put down footsteps through the portals. Okay, that's
both portals at the same time. You set it up, and then press
It's
S.
a hard thing to do. While you're at it, farm both the orbs so that you can go across the map.
They have to do something with the Euro, because if you only use it to... Sylvan opens with an op shot.
So nice down that B long.
Yeah, I mean, they had pistols. They didn't really have much of a way to compete, even with the Sheriff at that long range. So now a member down.
But yeah, you know, you are kind of right about Secret and his Yoru here, right? If you're only using him basically for some blinds, that's a problem.
Yeah, there's
like better characters for just using blinds.
Absolutely. There's...
Sometimes judge kills are just funny. Look at this, 2 health left on Rocket, just unloaded there to get that kill.
Oh gosh, Europa gets a third. Flawless once again for AUTOCRACY. Yoru shines best when you're combining multiple skills, like both your gate crash with your blind side and preferably with like another smoke. Because that blind side, the advantage is you don't know where it can come from, right? It's quite unexpected, especially if you combine it with a smoke. You have an Astra, you can do some instant smokes with the Nebula. There is some interesting possibilities here, and the fact that we're not even seeing it attempted kind of concerns me that they don't have as much prep on the offensive side here on Bind.
Yeah, it seemed like they had some really cool gate crash ideas going on, right? Originally on the defense, but haven't seen too much since then.
Ooh, Sylvan with the patience tries to get a pick, not going to get it. Meanwhile, Rocket's actually going to win out a duel in Baths.
In there with the off, but of course the ice wall is up. Zhonghai going to take some damage from those paint shells, gets healed up immediately by Eugene.
Yeah, but didn't get to finish the spike plant though, so now they have to compete for it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Shockbolt coming in. Eugene taking his time, does get paranoid.
Okay, well, that wall ensures that they have to be close. There's the resurrect. Godlike with the slower, not able to. Oh no!
Godlike so patient, but doesn't get the opportunity. Gets gunned down there by Eugene.
Now, do they rotate it over to B? They do. Immediately, all three members into the teleporter, not risking it. It's a 3v2. They have the advantage. Should be able to get the plant, no problem.
Eugene looks to head them off if they come through that B short.
Okay, so now Europa coming from defender spawn. Sunday trying to pinch from B long. They should have heard him at that point as he marches in on the sand. Kelly and Zhonghai hiding it. Oh, Eugene. Oh, tried to go for the flank, but Sunday was ready.
Yeah, nice moves there by Sunday, but having two in elbow, it's a tough one to fight against. Sunday trying to come around the corner. Oh, gets a kill on a Zhonghai.
Oh, he tries to skirt over to the spike, but he's going to get gunned down before he can make it. Europa's going to hold it tab. He's going to hold it all the way.
Oh, that's pure regret. Pure regret from Kelly.
Pros don't fake. And there you go. He holds, honestly, very brave man. He holds it all the way.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's one of those percentage plays, right?
Yes.
Some percentage of the time you should not fake, and some percentage you should fake.
You know, you're very analytical. That is,
yeah, I guess.
That's the most precise statement I've ever heard. I mean,
I don't know what the percentages are, but I know you need to do both. If you always do one, that's very easy to stop.
I mean, that was very risky as well, because it's not his own smoke, or it's his own smoke, but it's not on him, right? It's kind of covering where Zhonghai will be coming from. So, well, the gamble pays off.
Yeah, a little peek there. Doesn't find it. Oh, secret into U-Haul here.
They should have heard that, I think. Yeah, Europa heard him, now the footsies as well. Oh, and then he gate crashes all the way back. So now they're wondering, okay, is he still there? The footsies trying to kind of cover his sound as he teleports back out. You can see they're still like, oh, is he still in U-Haul? You see their movement over on A.
Oh, look at this angle. Oh, puts a ton of damage on a Zhonghai from very far away. A long angle right there. Secret coming up for that flank, though.
And that opens it up for Texture to finish it off with the Blade Storm.
Wow, that was kind of beautifully done. Now that was the type of tricky play that we are waiting for with Yoru.
Oh, absolutely, right? And Yoru is definitely kind of built for distraction on offense, and he played that role well. Rocket gonna get spotted. He does get one on the jump.
Yeah, not so bad there.
Okay, 3v2. DAMWON trying to hold this post plant.
Let's see if they can get in. Rocket is badly hurt coming through the windows. Eugene guns him down.
Secret's ready for Sunday. Eugene's still there behind the wall. Oh, they tried for the double peek, but doesn't get it in time. But no time for the defuse. So now Sunday just...
Oh!
Whoa! Oh, barely makes it through the teleporter.
Wow.
As Secret able to stay alive. And that, of course, secures the win as well as the spike goes off for DAMWON, trying to catch up to Autocracy right now, as Autocracy leads for a couple rounds, 10-8.
Yeah, some beautiful play here on both sides. It's such a slugfest right now. Like, I've really been noticing how well Eugene has been playing, and he tops the charts for his team, but 17-14.
Yeah.
Right, like, these guys are all killing each other every round, basically.
Yeah, Autocracy's lowest kind of KD right now is 10-12, so that's still a lot of kills and a lot of deaths. Yeah. I mean, there is a lot of not a lot of people are getting to keep their weapons. Let's just put it that way.
No, that's for sure.
Well,
we are spending all of our money every round.
Oh yeah. As soon as one team just completely gets shut down, their economy's going to be in shambles. As Autocracy right now, they have a lot to work with. They just secure an extra point here. So now you've got Rolling Thunder, you've got Showstopper, you've got Hunter's Fury as well. Blade Storm if Silva needs to get into any quick close quarters after an op shot. So DAMWON, most likely aware of this. They should have kept pretty good track, or generally at least people are kind of close to their ults. So they're gonna play it a little slower. Dynamite doesn't hit anyone again, but there comes the Hunter's Fury, and Secret is gonna be able to actually take out Europa amidst that chaos. Peeks out of baths.
Some decent dodging there overall, but I think Hunter's Fury was really smart when he saw that they were coming. Up goes the barrier once again. Paint shells being thrown in.
Steps out in time, though. There's a Showstopper, but there's no one. Oh, he misses Shanghai right below him because of the guiding light. Goes back for it.
Yeah, gets that nice kill right there. 3 versus 3 right now. Aftershock coming through the wall. Kelly backing out. Rocket throws paint shells out of U-Haul here, trying to get out. Secret guarding from the baths.
Oh, he is going to allow a trade. Rocket still gets a third, though.
Oh, Secret. Oh, Secret with 4 kills. Clutches it out for his team.
You know what? You were having some trouble putting up some action as you were on attack, but you're starting to make it matter here for DAMWON.
Well, I mean, his positioning was good and all, but honestly, he didn't even buy many of his abilities that round because they were so broke. So, I don't know. I don't think that round was because he was Yoru.
It was not.
He could have been any agent there.
Absolutely. I mean, he gets the peek onto Europa. He did use footsies there to kind of draw Europa's attention. I just want to point that out, okay?
I missed that.
He uses the fake out.
See, that's why I think it's bad. I don't even hear footsteps, man. I play with music on.
Oh, gosh.
Riverdance specifically. Can you imagine playing this game with Riverdance?
I can just see you listening to Riverdance
while I play Valorant.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Autocracy, they're trying to hold this down. I mean, DAMWON's starting to catch up. It's 10-9, only one round difference. And the Seekers come out for DAMWON.
Blinds as well. Just doing some work on these guys as they jump out. We do get a kill there from Godlike, but he gets revenge by Secret. Sylvan over at the side, shoots through the garden. Another Cloudburst going down, but gets picked off.
Oh, Sylvan tried everything he could to hold the line as long as possible. Now, that did give time for the remaining 3 members to pinch on to B. The spike is down outside hookah window. Eugene picks it up with Rocket, ready to transfer on for a double kill.
This is an awesome match so far.
This is very high-paced. This is some blockbuster stuff right here.
All right, 11-9. Still very close. Still anyone's game. But I'm feeling a little bit nervous here for DAMWON. They're a bit broke. Look what they're buying. A Stinger. When's the last time I saw that? When it cost 1,000 credits. That's the last time I saw that gun.
This does not feel great for DAMWON. Now, Secret, can he make some magic happen? He's got the gate crash. He's got the dimensional drift. He has to put it on early, but he's held back because of that fault line.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh!
That was a sick kill.
Oh my gosh!
And now he's got 2 switching guns up, coming out.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe he baited. Godlike thought he might teleport back as he was trying to switch to his weapon, but Yoru gets his out in time quicker. That was a gamble, and it pays off.
It super did. My God, so well done by Secret.
I've never seen a Yoru just outright challenge someone.
He went for it, man. That was pure bravery.
That was crazy. Secret's just built different.
He's just built different, yeah.
He just knows things that we don't.
You gotta be like him if you're gonna be a successful Yoru player.
Okay, I gotta put that Yoru down, man. I've been trying to make it work in my solo games. I don't have that kind of bravery. I'm not strong enough.
You stick to your Viper, man. That's the one for you.
I'll hide in my little poison cloud all game. Okay, well, all 5 members stay alive for DAMWON as well. That's huge, right? You almost all get guns. You all stay alive. You get to keep it. You take some guns away from Autocracy. You get another win on the board. And that's kind of what they needed to change the momentum here. Bring it back on their side.
A big, big round for them. Autocracy, though, still on 11-10. So they have a couple rounds that they need before they can take this down. That was sick right there.
Oh,
and then getting the kill right back in after switching guns.
He waits at the corner so he doesn't see him chasing all the way through. So Godlike still has his knife out trying to run back as far as possible. And then he rushes in as he's taking his mask off. That was actually, I think it was very, very calculated.
Yeah. Well,
that's insane.
Yeah, he's definitely practiced that quite a bit, I think. But look at this, Godlike with the great angle, getting a couple kills right off the bat before Kelly takes him down. Sylvan throwing the smoke out here in U-Haul.
Godlike had the Rolling Thunder, not able to use it anymore. So nothing monumental to stop the push. And as they see so much action, DAMWON will switch over to B through the teleporter. Now it's a 2v4.
Yeah, that's a bit tough. Do you use
Cosmic Divide?
Yeah, like, is it worth it here? We're so close to the end. Every round's so important.
I think if you're DAMWON, you might risk it, but now it's too late, definitely.
Yeah.
If you were to do it, you might do it as you were about to.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Well, Zhonghai comes in, and unfortunately for him, they're all in B back.
Okay.
But really, where else could they have gone?
Yeah, I mean, they had to all walk over. You didn't hear the teleporter, so you kind of expected them to be there. I don't think you expected them to be hiding in the nebula, so that catches them a little off guard. But now, because here's the thing, yeah, now it's match point for Autocracy, right? And even though you can buy again, you're now fighting for overtime. So I think using that Cosmic Divide, just buying for a little more options.
Yeah.
But you had to think ahead for sure, because you want to put it down on the right angle when it's a 2v4.
Yeah, that's tough.
Unfortunate for DAMWON, as they are now fighting to try to go to overtime. Autocracy trying to close out the first map here in this Deciders match for Group B in Korea.
Get a couple tries at that. DAMWON right now heading towards A, going up A short. Cosmic Divide goes down. Rocket going ahead and proc. Oh! Well, that is a great use of the showstopper. Throws down that boom bot, throws out the paint shells. Rocket all alone over in that U-Haul, but the res comes up from Eugene. He gets shot down immediately by Rocket, but Kelly gets that kill.
Ooh, Europa was aiming just a bit too high, but does stop the plant for now. Now Secret's going to try to cover for his teammate as they get the spike planted.
Backing up right now. Texture going through U-Haul, pointing out the other end.
Godlike
goes out.
Godlike has the Rolling Thunder. Does he use it at some angle here to try to open it up for his teammates in 3v4? Does he save it for the last round?
Well, there it is.
But it was a little too late as they're all spread apart and they get picked off one by one as the smokes go down. That is a crucial ultimate thrown down the bin.
Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy that they use it right there, and it does not end up working out for them. But you know what? They wanted to try to just take it and it there, because if it goes to overtime, it's really anyone's match. Even though Autocracy looked slightly better, you can lose 2 overtime rounds in a row.
Oh, yeah, especially, I would assume if we go to overtime, both these teams are going to go just absolute aggression like they did in the first half. And
well, they've been so crazy so far. Yeah, it's going to be wild.
Okay, so early fault line use just to stop any type of aggression into hookah. Now, here's the thing. They often like to stack these 2 players in hookah. This time, thankfully, they have Sunday holding elbow, but it's only elbow. So if they wanted to push through long, I mean, there's an opportunity here for DAMWON. And this is often a kind of the opening that Autocracy gives to a lot of teams. Okay, Trailblazer going to spot Sylvan, and they know that the breach is still there. Now, Sylvan's still hanging out. Cloudburst, you hear some footsteps, and now you're backing out.
They're just going to get out of there for now.
Oh, that dissipates. Okay, just to try to bait out some more information. You don't hear anything more, so you assume they have left hookah.
Now they backed up, but the Owl drone did see them coming in. Texture, Cloudburst, and Tailwind's in.
Yep, and he spotted. Oh, and he catches Godlike with his bionic arm out. Wins the duel, and now Eugene has set up his wall. He's going to slow orb into elbow. Oh, Zhonghai was ready for Rocket. Texture is on a spree as he misses every
single yeah, Sunday takes him down suddenly. Now it's just Sunday left over, 1 against 4. thinking we might be going to overtime.
Yeah, they know exactly where he is. I mean, they spotted him. Texture spotted him as he dashed in, and he's been stuck here ever since. He does have Hunter's Fury, but he doesn't have any information on where everyone might be. So not able to use it. And Artosis,
yes,
this is going to be one heck of a night as we go into overtime already on map number 1 between these two teams. DAMWON Gaming Kia and Autocracy fighting for their tournament life, fighting for a spot in the round of 8.
I know. It's so wild, too, and they're both pretty darn good teams. So whoever gets through, I think, does have a chance of an upset and moving into that round of 4, which is so crucial for prize money. So crucial for your reputation, your sponsors, and everything. A lot on the line right now, and I can't believe it's already, like, map 1 with the overtime. It's not like a 13-9, like, wow, that was really close. This is a good match. No. This is as close as it could be, ever.
Yeah, this is getting a little crazy. They're kicking, and honestly, I'm going to have to go back and watch this later because there were so many rounds that just breezed by where you're wondering, like, okay, was this coincidence? Like, what just happened?
Yeah.
But, okay, so now the question is, all right, you're in overtime, right? You have the 5,000 creds to spend. Are both teams going to try to go all out, right, and kind of full send onto a site, use what they have,
it's
everything?
It's a very good question. And is there any possibility we're going to see a glass cannon? No, it doesn't look like
I don't think so. I mean, the only
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I mean, the only time would be if you're on defense, right, for the Jets. But even then, I think with kind of how both teams have been playing, you prefer even just, like, making sure you can have everything with the Cloudburst and another weapon, having all of that in backup. And we're going to see Autocracy on attack first here. And they're going to slow it down a bit. Okay, the footsie's teleporting from A to B in that middle teleporter. Not going to... It draws the attention of Sylvan a little bit. He's watching, but at this point he has to suspect it was probably just the fake out.
Playing with his knife behind that crate a little bit. Zhonghai. He's wiggle peeking here, and the Owl Drone going to see him. Zhonghai backs up into B. Boombot coming to clear out Baths. Gets shot down. Paint Shell's coming in. Texture gets shot down by Rocket.
Rocket, what is that insanity? He has read Texture like a book. He knows he likes to hide in that corner. He waits. He's like, he's probably going to wait to try to challenge me. And then he just spams through the smoke, gets him instantly. They know that it was Zhonghai here on B long. They say, let's challenge this. It's probably only 2 people.
Dude, he felt it. And that's what you got to do against Texture. All right, here we go. Zhonghai gets gunned down by Sylvan as he enters the site. Eugene takes down Sylvan, though. Heals himself up. Seeker getting some kills from a funny angle here. A little bit too much spray there, and Godlike is able to take him down.
I mean, that is damage done, though. That gives Eugene time to come back after he breaks down his own wall.
Kelly versus Rocket.
Kelly wins the duel right around the corner. Woo! DAMWON have 1 point on the board. They are now trying to close it out as we switch sides once again in overtime.
Oh my gosh. Woo. That was as close as can be, too. Like, these two teams are perfectly matched.
That's actually true.
They are perfectly matched.
Overtime.
We should just make them play each other forever, and that could be the show.
Just a 24/7 Valorant stream where it's just DAMWON versus Autocracy. Oh my gosh.
It's like a Twilight episode where they think, like, yeah, this is great, and then they find out that they're actually both in hell.
Just this eternal loop.
Yeah. Like, wait, you mean we have to just play on Bind every day, all day for the rest of our lives? I'm like, for eternity.
That's evil, man. I would not wish that on anybody, not Bind.
Gravity Wells going down, blinds as well as they try to enter into Hookah. So many blinds, so many smokes, Gravity Wells, everything being spent.
And Texture still just holding from inside the site as he's already broken through B long, and they are able to pinch. Now, do they know that Sylvan's still alive? They have no idea!
Oh, Sylvan does get that kill, but it turns into a trade 3 versus 1 and double overtime.
All right. One more set of rounds here ordered for these two teams as we continue on in Bind. You know, I like the flash usage from DAMWON, though, right? You send in the guiding light and you assume they're going to turn away, but you time the blind side perfectly so it bounces off. That was a good attempt. But unfortunately,
they
Autocracy
really
was ready.
unloaded into there, you know,
Yeah.
and it seemed like they had the right plan, and well, you saw how it ended.
Did not go that well, as Autocracy had enough time to flank around. All right, Autocracy looking to just strike right onto A. This is a full send. They have no waiting time whatsoever.
Yeah, Texture in a great location right there. Secret gets a kill as well before being taken out. Texture taking out Sylvan and Europa. Backing up around these smokes. Oh, Tailwind's away and updraft as well. Everything going out.
This
oh my
is
God.
some survivability out of Jet.
How did that even happen?
That's insane. How did he stay alive for all of that? That is some...
I thought you couldn't button mash in this game.
That is full value on Jet's kit. That's...
Seriously.
That's insanity. And DAMWON win it off of that. I mean, he just buys so much time. He gets the early kills. And his teammate Junghai is able to come in and close it out.
He used everything to stay alive.
That has to shake Autocracy just a little bit. That feels bad.
It does. It does.
Okay, well, DAMWON now on attack. It looks like they want to go for that B again. The fault line comes out early, slows him down just a tad bit.
Godlike, he taking a nice angle here. Trailblazer's coming in, so he has to show off that he's there. He jumps out immediately. They try to stun him. They try to blind him. They get the blind off on him, but he does drop down. Sylvan coming around the side here as the blinds go off and has to pop through, and he gets blind through the teleporter, so he is way out of position. Secret, though, gonna come in, get a kill onto Sunday.
He gets paranoid, so he has to take a step back. Right now, for Autocracy, they just need to buy enough time for Sylvan to get back. I mean, they now still have the numbers advantage. So Sylvan going all the way around, not a big loss. This gives time for Rocket to try to come through long as well. They have a bit of a pincer. The wall goes up. Europa has time to break it down. Rocket trying to inch forward. Now, he's on top of the wall. Do you expect that?
Oh, love
He doesn't
to
see the third. He doesn't see the third, but Rocket takes care of him. And now he's kind of stuck in elbow.
Oh, Rocket's gonna get it when he comes around. He does indeed.
Triple overtime.
All right. Is it really overtime if it's not triple overtime?
You gotta double down, triple down, all the way for overtime.
Oh my God. KFC's gonna steal the names of these overtimes for their next burger.
Oh gosh, I just pictured it in my head like a quadruple down chicken burger. Oh.
I'm like, guys, you're gonna give me a heart attack showing me the commercial.
Okay, Autocracy on attack once again. Still pretty standard buys. All Phantoms for DAMWON. I think with all the aggression, they're just looking to kind of hold that button once you see some members. Okay, well, Secret goes for that kind of teleporter play again. He's still got the gate crash to go back to A if need be. But this, you know, if there was to be a push on Hookah, they can do a quick pincer here. So he's going to gate crash out. But Autocracy once again, just waiting.
Yeah, they've slowed it down quite a bit. Looks like we're going to boom bot our way into Bads. It's shot down. Rocket coming around the corner and gets the kill on a Texture. That's a big one. Man. Did take some damage.
But Texture, I mean, he is so stubborn about holding these close bats angles. And he gets shut down. I mean, even if you get shut down 50-50, that feels bad on defense. And now Rocket has control. Makes Kelly curious.
Autocracy really taking control of this. The blind comes out, though, and Junghai does get a kill onto Sunday. Yes. Sylvan, though, going to plant over in A.
Yeah, Sunday just trying to get a little bit more information, maybe get a lurk. He pushes out a little too far, gets punished. Now, 3 members of DAMWON. 1 coming through the defensive spawn here towards a short. 2 up in heaven, and the link, the vents there. Rocket's ready for Eugene. Does he get the one tap?
And he does take him down so quickly. Rocket now up to 3 kills. Everyone on the team. Sylvan takes down Junghai.
And Europa for the third. Everyone taking 1 apiece. Autocracy put another win on the board.
Match point.
Okay, 15-14. Can DAMWON win this round and bring us into quadruple overtime?
You know, Artosis, I don't know why I feel this way, but I actually, just looking at the players, I actually think Autocracy is about to close it out. I think they're about to close it out in standard fashion. Just something about how
The most one-sided 16-14 there's ever been.
well, okay. I mean the round, but okay.
Yeah. No,
I mean just the way that attack played out, right? You punish texture, and then you have a clear post plant on A. I think they feel a lot more confident now, and look at this, right? They're playing further back on B. They're not taking any chances. They are ready to end this map.
Yeah. Okay, Secret jumping back. Kelly wants to get into those mid windows. Getting ready to smoke out that B back.
Okay, the owl drone does get spotted, so Autocracy has to start rotating over just a little bit. They're gonna leave Rocket in bats in case there's a deep lurk. Very possible with Secret's Yoru.
Shanghai coming around, covering that door. Set in a good position. Slowing orb going out. Sylvan just behind this Nebula now.
Okay, now Rocket's coming through. However, everyone has to come through elbow or back of B from defensive spawn. Sylvan opens with a kill, though. Europa opens with a second. Texture and Secret answer back.
Ooh, such an important moment right now. It's 2 against 1. Can Sunday clutch this for his team?
It's a 1v1. Are you going to use a dimensional drift? Okay, well, he is going to shut it down.
It works out once again. Dude, Secret is getting his ulti in overtime rounds. Like, it's a hard thing to do.
You know what's really funny? I was about to comment on him kind of stealing that ult orb in bats, and I was like, you don't really see a lot of people trying to risk something. He was alone there, right? I mean, he cleared it out first, but he goes for it, and I was like, what are you really hoping to achieve as Yoru? Like, are you in the middle of the fight? Are you going to ult?
Did you know I can go through another dimension?
But
God, it's obvious, isn't it?
He makes it work. He had a plan. He was going to use it in a clutch situation, and it pays off big.
Yeah. Well, look at that crosshair. I didn't know pros would ever use something that looked like that. Okay.
Some of these zoom ins on the skins get a little crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Autocracy. Oh man, they looked so confident going into that defense round, and now they have to slow things down once again.
So wait, we're in quadruple overtime now.
We are in quadruple overtime.
That is crazy.
Eventually,
I don't know what these are called anymore. You're gonna need to help me
out.
out.
I was like, what's the furthest you know?
Quintuple,
hextuple,
septuple, octuple.
Is it? Is it octuple?
It would be, I think
so.
You know that show Octomom, right? Like,
you don't know 9, do you? Because I don't know.
9, no. If we go to 9, I blow up like the boombot at the end. All right,
just an overload.
Just thrown out there. Do a little concuss. Doesn't hit. Oh, comes around the corner, and Texture gets him, but Europa with that counter kill. Kelly underneath. Gosh.
Trying to see if they want to push up to get an aggressive hold on the post plant. They don't. So Kelly backs out wisely as well. It is a 4v4.
Trying to wallbang right now. The bird is stuck.
It's going to have to go home.
Must have seen its reflection.
Okay, trying to fake it out, get some information. There's the shock bolt to draw it out early. That's good. Sylvan's still in U-Haul, though. They haven't cleared it. Europa coming through bats. Eugene's been spotted.
I mean, they are going to take it down.
You know what's so funny also is that Autocracy has only been striking A in overtime, and DAMWON's only been going B.
Gosh! You're right. Oh my God!
And they're probably going to do it
If they
again.
could figure out these patterns, they would win. You need to join one of these teams as their secret Viper.
Oh.
Viper / shot caller.
I'm on their bench. It's like, what's your role? I'm like, I'm the Viper. I come out once every 6 months for the one map on Icebox.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, DAMWON changing it up. I just talked about it. They must have heard me. They were like, oh boy.
Maybe they figured it out themselves as well. It looks like they're going to send this Trailblazer into the U-Haul. They do see him. They did get a detection there, though, on Texture as he moved up.
This is so funny. Autocracy was prepared for that B push, too, because Rocket pushed aggressively out of hookah, doesn't spot anyone, Everyone rotating over. Europa goes down. Sunday goes down. DK with a numbers lead, trying to even out this overtime once again.
Rocket gets that kill, though. Around the corner comes Godlike. He goes down. Rocket falls as well. The heal comes out. Sylvan getting a pick. Now it's just Sylvan.
Okay, now they didn't plant yet, so they're going to go over to B, which quite frankly, I mean, in a 3v1, he was already on site. You don't want to have to go for those duels, and now you have to expect he's going to come through defensive spawn. And there he is, entering the laboratory. Okay, Cloudburst.
Good luck, Sylvan, man. This is a...
I mean, he has to be some crazy hero to make this happen.
He needs to just bust out. He needs a tailwind in there or something.
Yeah. You're going to run out of time.
Yeah, what can you do? That was so impossibly hard, 1 versus 3.
Well, quintuple overtime.
Quintuple overtime. Oh my god.
I gotta get my phone and look up 9 because we're gonna get 9. There.
Would be like, wait,
what is it?
Oct. I don't know.
I actually have no idea.
9-tuple overtime. Nintuple. It's like Nintendo, but Nintuple.
Maybe that's what Nintendo really means. Now
they didn't know either. They were playing a really long Riot match. Or a really long match. Oh my god.
Oh, well.
This is getting so crazy. I'm losing my mind right
Yeah, it's 16-16. They just keep trading rounds on attack. The other thing to mention is they keep only winning on attack. So someone has to change something up here. Now, Autocracy, though, is not allowing that to happen, because whenever they're attacking, they're always holding back, waiting for that early information. So DAMWON kind of has to play default as well. They don't want to all in, as Autocracy hasn't really done that ever in the beginning of the round. Spike still kind of in that mid of defensive spawn.
Oh, Sunday with the sickest hit on a Zhonghai. Sending in that owl drone now. Gonna tag Eugene.
Eugene has to back out. The wall has been used in Hookah as well. This draws Secret over, and potentially Kelly on that Astra as well. But
oh, Sunday almost kind of wasting himself there, it felt like.
Yeah.
Did he really need to be out that far?
Well, now they have absolute information that it's A. Of course, the plant's already going down for Sylvan.
Some quality smokes up right there.
Okay.
Godlike hiding in U-Haul.
They've got 2 members here in U-Haul. Rocket looking for the cross. I think Kelly spotted him a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, and he comes in, homed in for the headshot. Sylvan has to challenge this.
Uh-oh. DAMWON taking the lead.
DAMWON
on the defending side.
On the defending side. Now they have a chance. They've been winning on attack. They won on defense.
You know what? Maybe we're just going to switch it up. It's only defense wins from here on.
That's what we needed. We needed some change, but it wasn't a win.
Not too much change. I don't want this match to ever end. Remember, this goes on for eternity at this point, guys. We got to keep it going.
I wonder if there's a cap in the game. Probably 99.99.
I wonder about that. I don't know.
Time to find out.
Well, we'll never find out because people vote to do the draw way too quickly.
Okay, well, Secret gonna dodge that fault line. Autocracy's always been kind of opening up with that in case of any rush. You know, it's fair. It's just on a cooldown.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit more aggressive push here. 4 going up B long. Yoru with the flank. Comes around the side. Extra trades for Sylvan. Line coming out from Godlike. And he does get a kill, but another trade.
Oh, and still a numbers advantage for DAMWON. Slow orb in the back. Woo! Secret baits out Sunday, and Sunday is going to be gunned down through the corner of the wall.
Oh, only Rocket left over here.
Oh, man.
This is a tall order. On defense, 1 against 3. Doesn't seem overly likely.
He has 1 paint shell left. He has to, though. I mean, this is the hero play. Yeah.
You don't have that long. You just gotta go.
Yeah, in a 1v3, you don't have that much time, especially if you're not, like a Silver or someone who can get a lot of clear information instantly.
Yeah.
He has to go for the looks. He gets 1. This opens up some confidence. He spams the wall on Hookah. He's gonna push through. He spots 1. He tries to go for the paint shells, but eventually. Okay, so Autocracy will be attacking.
Yeah, and they have to be a little bit disappointed. It did feel like they were going to win before, but here they are.
Yeah.
On a map, on the brink of elimination.
Okay, well, looks like we're just going to have a little bit of scouting for information. Autocracy has started to do this more often as well, kind of what Vision Strikers likes to do. Play far back on B in case anyone rushes out B main. Scout out for some information, maybe prioritize that ult orb here on A main. We'll see if he goes for that. Europa does put up a Nano Swarm to clear out Wine.
Yeah, Zhonghai going to back up after flashing and seeing that someone's there, standing behind the generator. Secret over in the lane.
Sunday gets tagged by the Owl Drone. Eventually they take it down. Now, Rocket's already rotated over to B though, so they look like they're ready to strike.
Yeah, they know someone's mid since that bolt was shot down immediately. They start to come in. Cloudburst going down to close the door. And Eugene just going to shoot it down immediately.
Some damage done onto Kelly as he kind of rolls further backwards, waiting for his teammates. And DAMWON now looking for a 5v5 retake as Autocracy finishes planting the spike here on B.
All right, Godlike getting ready for that fault line. Gonna shoot it out. Getting blinded. DAMWON coming in to reclaim. Sunday with that flank right there.
Hey, he's able to draw out enough distraction that they can't just all rush in, and Godlike is picking them off one by one.
He does get a couple kills there before Kelly takes him down. Sunday taking down Eugene.
Kelly's holding it! Did he not? No, he got it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The UI stayed up for a little while with the scoreboard updated. I was like, wait, what?
That looked full.
Yeah, all right. So, DAMWON, I mean, hanging on by a thread there at the end, and he is able to hold the defuse. Sunday was, of course, caught in B main for a little longer, unable to come and finish the job.
So it's good first win there. They pick up their Spectres over on the other side. Sunday with his Ghost, everyone else sitting on the Classic. Not surprised to see. Oh, actually, Europa gonna go ahead and grab a Frenzy. Okay.
Yeah, same with Godlike.
Oh, he did it at the last second as well.
Yeah, a couple more aggressive options here.
I wonder what they're going to get done with these, though.
Yeah, another thing Autocracy likes is they love that mid control, but the alarm bot's going to stop him as Kelly turns around for one kill, gets traded out immediately. Spiked down, though, by Eugene. Oh!
Eugene just gunning him down here with this Spectre from the market. Extra comes around, but gets killed by Sunday. Secret gets that revenge.
Okay, well, Europa all alone.
Yeah. He's got to do something pretty sneaky here. Okay, the Owl Drone sees him, so what are you going to do? Eugene comes out and cleans him up.
Okay, well, they wanted to try to just kind of force some aggression up mid through a market, but the alarm bot makes all of them look to the ground, and that started the domino effect in favor of DAMWON as they come around the corner, picking them off one by one, holding the spike hostage in front of market.
But now we get rifles.
Yep.
Let's see what we can do.
This is where you got to make some changes, of course. You see if Autocracy maybe wants to get a little more aggressive. I think Autocracy, while they'll play back sometimes like this, again, just holding out on B, making sure no one pushes out. At the end of the day, they're most successful really on any map is when they just full stack and go through one entrance and just blast the way. Like that seems to kind of be the best thing that works for them, and part of it might be because of Breach kind of allowing that kind of play.
Yeah.
But we'll see if they continue to stick with that, and if DAMWON has some new answers. I mean, at this point, you have to expect that that's what they'll do. Owl Drone just trying to scout out a main. No one pushed out as they hear it coming, though.
Yeah, a slow start here for Autocracy. Owl Drone going to come through. Looks like it does end there. It doesn't quite get to see them, but they are coming up through B main.
Yeah, well, 3 members on A as DAMWON waits to get more information. Now they know the strike is on B. The door to market will be closed, but the Nano Swarm chipping away a little bit at Rocket.
Definitely taking a bit of damage. The cloud bursts all being spent right now. Rocket going to get back into the actual site.
That was actually so dangerous that he had the spike.
Yeah,
going for the door.
That's kind of weird, isn't it?
well,
Jet carrying the spike in there. A little bit crazy. Zhonghai takes down Rocket as he comes around the side. Europa with a couple kills. They try to hold.
Sylvan's very low, but he is able to shut down Zhonghai trying to march through. Oh, he wraps around for a third kill.
Beautiful wall bang there once
Yeah.
they get him actually spotted.
Great flank and the wall bang to finish off the kill. That changes the pace a little bit, gives AUTOCRACY the start they want as they put one on the board, 1-2.
All right. Very important round there for AUTOCRACY, but is this the round where DAMWON comes back? Because sometimes you win the 2 pistol rounds, you lose with the SMGs against the rifles, but if you can win that next round, that is so powerful for DAMWON.
Oh, right. I mean, the other team obviously had to invest a lot in the previous round. Now, AUTOCRACY do keep kind of most of their weapons, so it's not going to be as much economic damage. But for DAMWON, listen, you won the first 2 rounds. The third round's a bit of that bonus, right? You have the SMGs. You're just competing against some of these rifles. If you win, you're running away with the half. But if not, it just equalizes things. It's not the biggest danger in the world. So DAMWON, though, not able to get a lot of buys. They didn't catch all the credits before the round started.
Yeah, no, they're pretty broke right now. A Judge, a Frenzy, and then 3 Phantoms. So they definitely have some decent firepower. Full shields for most, only texture on the half.
Okay, well, the Aldrone's coming again. Is it going to make it all the way around Rocket? Trying to go for it, the flashpoint, and then the follow-through. Gets rid of the turret as well. Now, market control in favor of AUTOCRACY. They have to push through quickly, though, as the rest of DAMWON starts to rotate.
And Secret here just waiting, gets a kill onto Godlike, and then takes down Europa as well. Great job there, was very, very patient.
Oh my goodness. Rocket not clearing all corners. And then Sylvan joining so late on the far rotate to be with the spike. DAMWON are able to shut it down.
Beautifully done, and that is very painful for AUTOCRACY. This is not a great start for them, right? You win that rifle round, you lose the one right after. They are going to be pretty broke here, as you can see.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, Sunday's able to buy 1 Sylvan, and then Rocket has the Blade Storm. So they can try to work with what they got, but Secret just waits for everyone to walk by him, gets Godlike as he comes in, and gets Europa too.
Yeah. And you know, that really, I mean, that's the fault of Rocket, I would say, right?
Absolutely.
You walk in, you don't check that corner, everyone else assumes the corner's been checked.
Yeah, you have to make sure you clear it. You have to take those risks. And you tailwinded forward as well, so you definitely had a chance to peek into it from a safer angle. Rocket now just going to jump into Market, and he gets the kill onto Eugene, and 2!
Rocket with the MVP plays right there. 5 against 3.
That Blade Storm doing work. Now there is the defensive lockdown from Kelly. That's going to buy some time, but you know, AUTOCRACY says, all right, you can have your little Killjoy playground over here. We already got Rocket clearing out A. We're going to go all the way around. Now they can't risk going through middle. Texture answers back with his own Blade Storm.
Well, that's a pretty big deal. Do you just go right into A still? It looks like the answer for them is yes, it's 4 versus 3. But DAMWON is partially ready for this, not completely.
Yeah, I think they just want to make sure that they don't double back around to B. Now there is the offensive lockdown coming out from AUTOCRACY, so we are going to see DAMWON just hold back while the spike doesn't get planted just yet. They want to make sure that no one's hanging out and trying anything cheeky. But now no one's detained, and Texture jumps right in. A bit long of a wait there for AUTOCRACY.
Yeah, they actually bring it down to just, oh no, Sunday.
Oh no. Oh no, that feels terrible.
That does truly feel terrible.
That is just so unfortunate. He just misses it by a little bit and goes off right in front
bolt,
of it.
yeah, to hit the shock bolt in the wall right in front of you.
Oh,
and then
man.
still like kill people, but the diffuse goes off. It's like, oh man.
Oof. Okay, well,
that's pretty bad, man. 1-4 right now.
And that's another round where DAMWON are able to just stick the defuse all the way. Sunday's able to get the kill at the end, but they still get the round win with the defuse. 2 rounds now in this half where that's happened. And Sunday, I mean, as a player, listen, I don't think he holds any like strong blame, but as a player yourself, you have to start thinking like, oh man, should I always move in a bit earlier, right? You have to start doubting yourself a little bit, which is kind of trouble territory for Autocracy.
Yeah. Now, actually comes out. Junghai goes down from that Hunter's Fury. Now Secret coming around with the Judge there. Secret with a couple kills.
Secret is making it matter when he needs to. The spike is now down for Autocracy. Rocket deep in the site. Sunday in main, they're split. Sunday's been spotted.
Texture up on high. Secret coming out of the tree.
Rocket wants to clear out Secret first. He knows he's just a nuisance here with the Judge. Uh-oh. Quite
a nuisance. Already has a few kills here. And gets another one. 3 kills for Secret with the Judge.
Sunday, not much you can do here.
It's all right. Recon Bolt. That's a start.
It is.
Oh, down he goes.
All right, so he's going to get taken down as well.
It's pretty one-sided there. Poor DAMWON. But there's been a couple rounds that were so close, just small mistakes coming out, and DAMWON able to take those. Autocracy. After such a close first game, are they going to fall apart here?
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it is defense-sided, so if you continue to win just a couple more rounds here, it's not the end of the world, but again, we're not seeing as much confidence as we saw in the first map, and I don't mean necessarily that you have to keep, like, you know, going full aggression, but just the way that they're making their decisions, it always seems to be they kind of double-guess themselves once more before they make a choice. You can kind of tell in their map movement, right? Once they start moving towards the direction, they don't just stick it, they kind of wait, and they're like, are we all really sure about this? Everyone check your utility, do you have your skills?
Yeah. You lose this many in a row, that can be a question.
Yeah, I mean, this is now in a realm where Autocracy has to start doubting a little bit of their performance. And now with this round, they only have, you know, a couple pistol upgrades here, Sheriffs and Frenzies. Junghai's birds continue to get a little lost.
Yeah, they're flying into things. Yeah. Someone cut their whiskers off or something.
Their whiskers.
Yeah, man.
They're little...
Cats, like, fall over when you cut their whiskers off, right? So it's kind of the same thing for birds.
All right, well, Godlike is going to open up the site for them, but Eugene is still waiting, and he gets the first 2 picks, stopping the spike from progressing any further. Secret's there to pick up the slack as he stops Godlike from entering the site.
Yeah, they can... Oh, down comes the Rolling Thunder. Shock Bolt coming into Boathouse as well. Sunday going to clear out Secret. Godlike takes Kelly.
Godlike was having none of that. Oh, but Texture's already on the flank. Sunday picks up the kill. Now they do get the thrifty win. He should be able to get the plant as well. Okay, and you know, only 1 gun recovered, 1 person alive, but that feels good. You stop the bleeding, right? You win on a thrifty, it feels a little better.
Absolutely.
And I like that Rolling Thunder, right? Because a lot of times you'll see a lot of especially Korean teams where they'll be like, I mean, we're technically supposed to lose this round, so maybe we save it, but you got to get the wins where you can. I mean, this is a very momentum-based game.
Absolutely. And they really did need that win. 1 against 6 is completely different from 2 to 5.
Oh, absolutely. Stuck in that boathouse with the Rolling Thunder. Great choice.
Yeah, that's the worst place to be, the Rolling Thunder, honestly. There's not much you can do in there.
Yeah. Okay, high Recon Bolt going to be taken care of immediately. The Owl Drone trying to open the way for Rocket, but Eugene was ready.
Super aggro move there from Rocket, and he pays for it. Secret sitting very, very far back. It's been much more common lately for players to sit all the way behind that wall.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not confident, especially depending on the weapon you have, of kind of pushing out market and challenging, might as well just kind of let them come through, get a pick, stop them from progressing into B as Texture snipes Godlike with the operator.
Very, very solid kill there. 5 against 3. Oh, God. Gets Europa as well. 5 to 2. 5 to 4 to 0.
I mean, there were some kills in between, and Texture, wow, just not letting up. I mean, that's what Jets do with that operator. They're ready once again instantly. You can't push. All right, well, they got a kill. They're going to try to reposition. No, I mean, Jets, wherever she needs to be immediately afterwards.
DAMWON looking so confident, so cool so far in the set.
Yes, yes. We're not seeing any like panic. We're not seeing any risks, high risks being taken by DAMWON as they hold the 6-2 lead. They are on defense, of course, here on Ascent. Now, AUTOCRACY once again with a broken economy. We've got 3 Frenzies, a Vandal for Sunday, but that's about it. A Sheriff for Sylvan. And they're trying to see if they can push up mid again. They often found a lot of success in the past pushing up market, taking over entire control of that middle part of the map. But now even Killjoy's putting up utility there. DAMWON's onto him. As Shanghai shuts down the entry, gets the kill onto Godlike as well.
Shanghai in secret. What are you guys on? Like the blinds and everything. They turn around, turn back.
Oh, man.
Well, then Sylvan comes in, ruined Shanghai's day after he had such a good impact there.
Well, Eugene will trade for it, get the revenge for his teammates, but that was a really good hold here at Tree and Garden.
Yeah.
They just stop him. Both of them, like you said, turn away from the flashes. A really good reaction time.
So 7-2. 3 more rounds before we switch those sides.
AUTOCRACY wants to win all 3. They need to win all 3.
Yeah, if you're not 5-7 after this, how are you going to bring it to 6 overtimes? You know? It's just becoming impossible
That's
at that
the
point.
goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep adding on one more overtime.
Look, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse.
Well, Texture now holding mid with that operator, and AUTOCRACY, now that they don't really have a choice over mid anymore, they're kind of just committing to one site right off the bat. The lockdown comes in, no Hunter's Fury to get rid of it.
They just gotta wait, they're pulling back to that back hall. Reducing forward. Didn't catch anybody, but that's expected. Eugene threw the smoke on the rocket.
Big read. I mean, they saw him dash through. You got to expect at that point he's up the stairs, and Eugene just spams through the cloudburst. That kicks off a good start for DAMWON as they look for the retake 5 versus 4.
Yeah, Hunter's Fury coming out right now.
Sunday looking for some targets. Not going to find a kill, but the rest of his teammates will find them inching for Texture with the Blade Storm.
What?
Goes insane!
Where is Sunday?
1v1.
Sunday's coming in right now.
Oh my, he chases him off.
Oh, the fight continues.
Oh my gosh, it's happened again! Sunday, 3 rounds in a row where you're the last alive and you allow them to stick the defuse.
That is brutal.
This is going to have an impact on his mentality for the rest of this round.
Yeah.
This is insane. 3 rounds in 1/2 where you have the chance to shut down the defuse, and you just have too much reliance on your shock bolts. You expect them to do all the damage. After all this work, Texture becomes a hero with these Blade Storm plays.
Yeah, it's so insane what he was able to get done right there.
Oh, but even Sunday. Oh, my Sunday. This has to feel bad, and you could see it on his face in the camera. This is starting to hold him back a little bit.
I hope he can recover because like he's making these great plays and everything. It's just he's seconds off of winning big rounds for his team.
Yeah, his timer just needs a little bit of resyncing here or something, as AUTOCRACY, I mean, if he wins those rounds, they'll probably already have 5 here, maybe 6 even.
Rocket here, peeking up into mid a little bit, throws on the cloudburst, backs up. Oh, Sylvan picks off Shanghai. Down in wine, actually Kelly's down there as well. Unexpectedly, comes around the corner, gets that kill. Now from the funny angle in the back. Does run out for now.
Okay.
Rocket's going hunting. Hunter's Fury
against it. Just baits out the last shot.
Good dodge there from Europa, man. He's at like no health.
Okay, the shock bolt trying to pick off that last hit, but not going to make it. Rocket looking for the Blaze Storm, gets it. Now Eugene eventually gets the kill, finishes it off with the shock bolt against Europa. Godlike right under heaven, looking for a head, but Rocket's on top of him. snipes it out with the Blade Storm. Now Texture all alone with the Operator. Okay, he challenges that. I would have just backed out. I mean, you have a pretty hefty lead.
Yeah.
You didn't need to give that up towards the end of the round. But, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, for them, it's not a big deal, right? They can just rebuy it if they wanted to. Actually, his teammates can't buy for him. I thought they would. But I guess the last round, they also had to kind of give up everyone's weapons. So no one able to contribute to that economy. So he's just going to sit on the Phantom. They still have 8 rounds, right? I mean, DAMWON already feels pretty good about this half. I just think going for that challenge was a little high risk. Well, Autocracy, Rolling Thunder again. And from the shadows has been sitting there this whole half. I mean, that's an ult where you don't have to use it.
Yeah. I think some of the better Omen players are the ones that forget that they have an ultimate, to be honest.
They just unbind it.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely see some throws with that one.
Yeah, it's a very risky play. And so just sitting on that until it's kind of a Hail Mary if they need it. Now, Autocracy, if you can get this round, it's not terrible. Right, you're on a back foot going into the second half, but it's not terrible. You have the Breach where you can play a little more aggressively on defense if you wanted. You have the Killjoy to lock down on B with the Sova. So we'll see if they can clutch it out here. Now, Kelly's set up with full utility ready for, and playing all the way back.
Oh, look at this. Eugene under the smoke, going to throw this in. The Nanostorm's going down. Deal a little bit of damage there to Rocket, a little bit to Europa as well. Kelly being smoked once again. Eugene up here in that mid-market. Door closed. We're going to shoot that down shortly.
Well, the Rolling Thunder was already used just to clear sight. However, you have to give credit to Kelly, who is playing far back, right? So no risks taken here as they realize what Autocracy has in their arsenal. Now DAMWON looking to enter the site.
Yeah, that was a beautiful paranoia. Gets almost everybody there. Doesn't get the kills.
Secret, I mean, he was blinded out. He wasn't able to find any targets, just spamming through. And Europa and Sunday clean up. Autocracy finally put a much-needed extra round, 4-8 here in the first half. And you can just tell the other players are trying to cheer each other up, but Sunday does not look happy. I mean, he's still thinking about those 3 rounds, man.
It could easily be 6-6 right now.
Absolutely.
Easily be 6-6.
I mean, they might have even had the lead because of how the economy and the momentum works.
Absolutely.
I hate to pick on the guy, but 3 times in one half is pretty crucial.
Wasn't he sick last time we casted this team?
He did, yeah.
And Try was here for him,
Try
right?
was here, and they somehow made it work with Try usually playing duelists like Reyna, and they went hyper-aggression. They looked a little wonky, but they, of course, won the match to come into the Stars match. Sunday's now returned to the roster, has recovered clearly,
But has he recovered all the ways? I guess what I'm trying to get at here.
I think the truth is he probably has, but now after that performance, you're starting to wonder, like, should I have sat out for another round, as a player? And I don't think he should. I mean, it feels bad. I think it's going to haunt him, but you're still in the match, right? So you have to focus.
He's still here, and honestly, like, he did so well during those situations. Even though he also screwed up, he was also killing 2-3 people by himself with Sova.
That is very true, and that's the worst thing right now is just as a human being who cares about your team and winning, you have to imagine it haunts him, and I really hope it doesn't, because it's such an important time in the second half for Autocracy as they start down 4-8. DAMWON now looking to attack, stacking on A.
Just going in immediately now. Cloudburst in with the Tailwind. As that goes, coming around the side, getting Rocket. Beautifully shooting there from Texture.
He spotted him with the Tailwind, was ready right around the generator now. All these smokes up in heaven will keep Autocracy held. And the deep dark cover onto A main as Autocracy all just file in. Guiding Light trying to shoot up, but Europa opens with 2. Junghai takes down Godlike, but Sylvan and Europa gets 3. Texture trying to stay alive, but Autocracy, they just flood in, take over the site, and they will open with a pistol round win, which is absolutely necessary for them.
Incredibly important for them here, I think. Now, if they can just take this next round, which you do expect to see, then we get to see how this is actually going to turn out on this map. Because honestly, the way that these two teams have been playing, it really feels like we should be going to a map 3. And if Autocracy misses out on that because of a few rounds that barely didn't go their way, where they had one player that almost clutched, that's That's
that will
a
haunt you.
heartbreaker.
Yeah, that will haunt you. And it, you know, statistically speaking, it doesn't have to. I don't think it needs to, but that's just how your mind works. It's gonna kind of weigh on your mind after the match ends.
By the way, I just looked at those stats. Everyone has a negative KDA on Autocracy except for Sunday.
Oh my god!
And he has an insanely good KDA here, just to show how well he's still playing, despite these mistakes that we've been pointing out.
It's just so unfortunate, but Autocracy now getting a little aggressive, like I said, with that breach, and they're able to pick off Kelly. They realize no one else is there with him, no other utility used either, and DAMWON decided to challenge Garden without the spike after they lost their teammate in B. So that's
yeah. Well,
I mean, they only have pistols. Yeah, it's the second round.
It is a save round. They're just like, I don't know if we get headshots with these sheriffs, it's gonna go well, but you know. Hey.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. You're looking for the damage you want to do, so you're already up close range. You want to get those close range fights with the sheriff to ensure the headshot connects. So they tried. Eventually, they all fall except for Texture, who does get one kill. If he can get a kill here onto Europa,
yeah, a kill in a plant would be amazing.
Yeah,
that would be a
that's
great finish to this.
There's
yeah, not gonna happen. Tries to get over the double nanostorm, gets shot in the back of the head there by Europa.
That's mean, man. That's a mean setup from Europa.
It is. It is.
Well, okay, the two expected rounds kind of bring them back closer, 6-8. Now, full rifles over on DAMWON. Kelly is going to be with half armor, but everyone else looking healthy and well. On the side for Autocracy, looks like most of them kind of sticking with...
Wait, you know what? They gave Sunday a good quality rifle, and by the way, I just double-checked. He has actually better stats than the whole other team as well. So,
wow.
He's playing well.
Yeah, the Vandal for him.
All right, Recon Bolt and Shock Bolt going out immediately here. Rocket following through that Owl drone, takes down the turret.
Okay, Autocracy. Now, they do have a couple SMGs on there, but not the end of the world. You've got the Vandal and the Phantom on players who are going to play a little further back, looking for those long-range duels. The entries kind of looking for the SMGs here.
All right, coming in towards A. Guiding Light comes in, doesn't find anybody. Nanostorm going off, slowing them down.
Yeah, lots of noise, but no commitment to A just yet. Here we go. The Seekers come out from DAMWON, and they are ready to crash into A site. That is going to push back all of Autocracy. Now, they really want to wait here for Rocket to join them for a 5v5 retake, but he's pretty far. It's going to take him some time. Ooh, shockbolt damage on both sides doing quite a bit.
Yeah, really a lot right there, but the heal up does come for DAMWON.
Okay, so they want to clear out Cat. Okay, no one lurking there. They can break down the door safely now. Smokes off A main.
Paranoia comes out as well as that fall line. Can't see anything.
Yeah, but Texture is still able to hold that angle. He hides just enough against the wall, and he peeks and Tailwind's out with the bait. Really good hold post plant by DAMWON as they lead 9-6 now.
Gosh, I am actually very surprised at that hold. Like, they couldn't see anything for a very long time, but still gunning everyone down as they run in through the broken door.
Yeah, just the timing seemed a little off from Autocracy. They weren't able to strike all different angles. I mean, the fault line really only clearing kind of Generator and Hell here. And then he went for the extra flashpoint, which bought them enough time.
Yeah.
Texture just turns away and then turns around ready for that fight. But Texture really making things happen. I mean, earlier he had that crazy Blade Storm highlight reel over on B.
Yeah, yeah. See what they get done this time.
So DAMWON, I mean, they're making sure that Autocracy don't ever push out from mid on defense, right? They just say, you can keep marking control, but we're going to make so much noise that you have to keep guessing, and someone has to stay there. And now the Owl drones are going to both scout out and mark it as we look at the mini-map. While on screen, we're seeing some members of DAMWON inch into Garden through a short. They try to enter, but Rocket picks off one.
Yeah, Secret falling very quickly there. Now Rocket is down around Generator. Oh, they do get the pick off there onto him.
Oh, Texture caught a glimpse of him as he was coming around. He's ready for the shot. Eugene cleans up Sunday. Now it's 3 members, 3v3.
Texture goes down into hell. Eugene has been paranoid. He comes off now. He gets picked by Sylvan right away, though.
Okay, they know where he is, but meanwhile, a quick pinch. Godlike has to trade for that. He knows Texture's in hell, but he tries to peek, but he has to drop at the same time, and Texture clips him through those bricks. Texture making sure that he clutches those rounds, keeps them in the lead. Now 10-6, Autocracy slowly crumbling here on their own map pick.
Yeah, this is getting very painful. We've had so many close rounds, and they're down by 4.
Yeah, and their economy again on Autocracy, they can't really buy much. They have a couple ults, but you know, at this point, I think you have to set something up where you're setting yourself up for success with those ultimates, even on an eco.
Yeah.
Because you need to stop the bleeding now if you want to get some momentum back. And Rocket's going to go ahead with the Bladestorm opening up first. No big surprise there.
Well, they do have to save mostly here. See where Rocket's going to go. Looks like he's going to pop out into Boiler. Taking a look. If you can get an opening pick, it's huge. Ooh, very close by. Backs up, backs up.
He doesn't see anyone, though, so now he has to be a little suspicious. No one spotted anywhere on the map after he peeks out. Oh, far mid. That's a big start, though. Meanwhile, he peeks out a little too far, has to tailwind back all the way back to his teammates. Now, it is a 5v4. This, they could make something happen. You've got the lockdown from Europa.
Yeah.
You have the From the Shadows if you wanted to do some cheeky flank play here with this eco round. Now, they weren't able to retrieve the gun, which is usually the biggest benefit of the Bladestorm, so we'll see if he... It looks like Rocket wants to go all the way around. Meanwhile, DAMWON enters B-side.
Yeah, it looks like Texture going to pop out of those, and actually does not die. Jumps up to here. Seeker's going by.
Junghai opens with 2 kills as well, so now it's just Rocket and Sunday. But Rocket takes down another.
Right,
he wants the weapon.
2 on 2.
This is totally doable.
Yeah. Hold on now. Eugene looks to be back in Boathouse. Junghai a lot closer up on the box.
Junghai's so weak, though.
Yeah, he's very low, just taking a surprising angle. Oh, Eugene gets a kill on a Rocket.
Yeah, tries to get the kills before he has to slide down the roof and just not able to keep his... That roof is really tricky. I see a lot of players still trying to jump over that. Sunday does finish off Junghai, but Eugene is there healthy with the Phantom. He even gets to spray down as he clutches the round for DAMWON. That was... Oh, man. I mean, that ended up turning into a really winnable round for Autocracy, but unfortunately... I mean, with the Blades, they just had really good hard angles. They knew where Rocket was. He was prepared. And DAMWON are able to clutch out 11-6 lead now.
Ooh, we are getting close there for DAMWON on moving into that round of 8. Autocracy, I think you shouldn't count them out. Again, so many close rounds. They go ahead, they buy Rocket and up.
Ooh, okay, this is an all-in. He's down to 0. He's got no armor.
He's got the glass cannon going.
They need any type of win possible. Uh-oh, they've already pushed onto Cat, and he has no idea.
Oh, no.
Now he suspects... Oh, he doesn't get the hit, though.
This is so dangerous.
Yeah, Rocket's playing with absolute fire here now. Oh, Texture did get chipped, but not
like
able to get
arm
it.
or something there.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. If Rocket could have gotten that kill, that would have done so much work, because Texture has been insane with his jet movement this map. And so shutting that down on an entry would have really slowed down DAMWON. But now the heal's gone, the armor is gone for Texture, of course. And we'll see. Godlike is pushed up in B main in that little cubby on the right.
Feels like they have good positions here, though. Look at these angles that they have. Eugene going to check it out with the Owl.
Yep.
Go ahead and Hunter's Fury right through.
Yeah, I mean, the From the Shadows confirmed all 4 members as well. Godlike does get 1 off of this little cheeky play. He gets a flash, a second one. Now the smoke to buy him time. They're scared to push through. They don't know if he's still here. There's the guiding light, and he gets 2. That is value. slows down DAMWON. However, only 2 members left again as they've gone for some extra trades across the map.
Ooh, Sunday sitting in the back there.
Oh.
Rocket comes from the other side with that op, gets Secret. Sunday gets a couple. Takes down Kelly finally there, and they get another round win.
And that was a much-needed win for not only Autocracy, but for Sunday, right? Getting that final kill, holding his ground in Boathouse. Now they're ready to try to change this momentum, but they don't have much margin. DAMWON already at 11 rounds, and Autocracy now at 7. They have to continuously push this lead. Now, they have the Rolling Thunder and the Lockdown, but you don't want to have to invest that in the same round, right? If you look at the number of rounds you need to win here to tie it up, you want to alternate a little bit, get that Hunter's Fury back up and ready as well. So we'll see how they play this out. The op for Rocket stays. Texture this time with the Blade Storm, as we have a bit of an eco on DAMWON.
Definitely, definitely. We only have the Vandal on Eugene.
Yeah, a bit of a
They're trying to push through. They get tagged, though, from that recon. All right, moving in through this connector.
Okay, well, Kelly had to take down that Owl drone, and then he didn't have time to move across mid safely, so he's going to have to rotate all the way back. Junghai gets a pick on Rocket.
Wow.
That's the op down, and Sunday answers back with Textures already in sight. However, they can't plant just yet, so the Rolling Thunder comes in. Oh my gosh, Autocracy! You get taken apart by these blades as Texture tries to go for a 4th. It's a little too far, but the damage is already done.
That is just brutal. Only Europa left. Nothing really that he can do. The Rolling Thunder was just shot at the wrong angle. It missed just about everyone when they jumped down. He was waiting with the Blade Storm.
Yeah, and Texture, again, the movement, he's so instant. He doesn't hesitate. He just goes for kill after kill after kill, right? He's never looking just, okay, we'll get 1 kill and peek back out. No, I'm going to use exactly how Jet was intended to be, right? Push that aggression, push that speed. Europa gets 1 exit here. Is able to secure a Vandal for himself as he hightails it out.
They're kind of hunting.
He's holding this angle. Secret. Oh, Texture's actually gonna hop him through the wall. Okay, well, doesn't even get to keep that Vandal. Okay, well, 12-7. I mean, if there was ever a time to start a comeback, it's now for Autocracy if they want to take it to that overtime again.
Well, you know what? It is tournament point for them. So this is a lot of pressure for Autocracy. Let's see what they can actually buy. Looks like a Sheriff's going to go to Jet. That's painful.
Ooh. Look at Texture. And then the paranoia to make sure that he has free roam. I mean, the confidence that he has to just jump up right away, even with the paranoia. Again, you hesitate for half a second, that paranoia wears off, they're turning around, they spray you down, but not this time as Texture opens it again against Rocket.
Rocket dying way too early here for his team. Cloudburst with the dash in has taken some damage. Sunday up on high, throwing down those, the shock bolts, not finding any purchase.
No, Texture.
That Owl.
Down into hell with Secret. Now there is the lockdown, but here's the Hunter's Fury. Does find its target while Texture gets another pick on the jump amidst all the chaos.
All right, they have to get in here. They have to do it. Godlike being taken down very quickly. So is Sylvan. Only Sunday left once again, and that is it. Autocracy going to be eliminated.